rose bushes have come back. They're really cute and pretty little roses. It is August 3rd, I think. This field is hilarious. It's supposed to be soybeans and it's half corn. Not our field. Let's see here. I'll do a little garden tour. It's been like 3 weeks, I think, since I've been really able to get in the garden and do a garden tour. I was able to get in here just the other day after we'd been gone for like a week and a half. And I cleaned out most of the zucchini. I have one zucchini plant left. And he's struggling, so he's about done. We've got beans. They have toppled over. But I haven't come back in and like hooked them back up to the fence or to the stake. Celery. Doing very well, guys. Very bushy celery. This little guy is my butternut squash, who I now have trailing out of the garden bed. See if we can get in here. See some giant green beans. Can you see them in there? Sorry, it's a little close up. So the butternut squash starts in the middle here. And then I have eggplant going on, and you can see that I finally have a little blossom on my eggplant. I don't know if this is full eggplant or mini eggplant. I think it's the minis. What do we got going on here? Peppers. This is, I think, a rainbow pepper mix. Little one here. We've got mini pumpkins that are growing. And so this is the Nikita sweet bell peppers. Can you see down there? It's hard to see in the sunshine. Morning sun coming in. These are like a cream yellow colored bell pepper. Very pretty. I can't wait to pick those. There's a couple of them in there. Let's go look at the flower bed. So, let me zoom out. Look at that. Very pretty. Let's take a look here. So we have, these are the Dahlias by Tuber. Ignore my weeds growing out of the back of the beans here. You can see I've got beans to pick. I've got a whole bunch of pretty yellow dahlias right now blooming. We've been making a new little bouquet in the house like every week this summer, which has been fun. My daughter and her friends, her little girlfriends, came and picked some flowers and made a bouquet for their mama. So that was kind of fun. I'm trying to remember what these are called. I should have looked before it came out. I really like these. These, I think, I really hope I have seeds left because I want to plant them in my front flower bed by the front porch of our house because they're very, very pretty, and I like how they're kind of like a bushy kind. And there's whites with pinks in there, and dark pinks and light pinks. I've got more over here. I really like these. And then we have the pop art zinnias, which I have oodles and oodles of. My snapdragons, you guys, haven't done so well. We had that storm come through in the middle of July, like 3 weeks ago, and after that hit, these just never bounced back. So, that's kind of a disappointment because they're really pretty. I love snapdragons. Let me get in here. Whole bunch of the dahlias. This is my favorite color for sure. Sunflowers are about done. There's a few left. There's one that's about to open. For the most part though, they are done. They were absolutely gorgeous. You zoom out, you can see all my sunflowers. They're huge. So these are the Queen Lime zinnias, you guys. Handful of different colors of these. Variations. These definitely grew in abundance. And as you can see, we haven't been cutting very many. I've only been able to make it to one farmer's market because our farmer's markets are on Fridays. We always have catering events on weekends, and I just haven't been able to make it back. Bells of Ireland. So my Bells of Ireland in the front flower bed are much taller than these guys, but they're very cute and pretty. I do love the Bells of Ireland. And then these guys here, these little berry type things, that's the talinum, which is supposed to be a bouquet filler. And these have started to grow really well. I really like these. They're kind of hard to see in the morning sun here. And then these, I have a couple of these here. This is the feather, oh goodness, what's it called? Drawing a blank. Something feathery. They're really pretty though. They're supposed to be a filler also. We have growing in, you know what didn't grow, you guys, which it might grow yet this fall. I have some like yellow sunballs that are planted in here, were planted in there. They never grew. I have a feeling that some of the stuff that I planted that didn't grow will grow yet here this fall once some of this other stuff is kind of cleared out. The sunflowers took over where all these dahlias by seed are. But you can see that I've had some really pretty dahlias back here, you guys. And these have grown. I honestly think these ones by seed have grown a little taller than the ones by tuber. Maybe not by much. Oh, there's a beautiful little sunflower. She's gorgeous. And I have a couple more of these little dahlias back here waiting to blossom. The girls kind of cut off a few of them that had bloomed. They were really pretty over here. Different colors, like sunset, sunrise colors. That's the flower garden for now. And then this bed is completely empty almost. So in the back is where the snap peas were. Those are done minus, I have a little one there that I need to hook up, and the little one in the corner that's growing late. I don't know if those will produce anything. This is where the lettuce was, and it was ginormous tall because I hadn't gotten in here to weed it or to keep it under control. I did get that all pulled here just the other day. And then, as you can see, I have green onions growing. That's pretty much all that's growing in here. Back there is cucumbers. Cucumbers aren't doing the best. I have not been in there to take good care of them, so that's kind of why. And as you can see, I have a couple down here that need picked. But I will be doing some fall planting in this bed because there's lots of space, so I'm going to try radishes and lettuces again for fall. You can see my sunflowers here. They're kind of done for. So another week or two and I'll be pulling a lot of those. I feel like mine bloomed early compared to a lot of people like in my area, in my zone 5A area, but that's alright, they were gorgeous. So then we come over here. I've got watermelons. I got a watermelon down here. Kind of hard to see. I got a watermelon there. Got a nice hardy watermelon there. We have in here, I've got, this one's got a little pepper on her. And we have more peppers here. Kind of hard to see in there. There's a whole bunch of little bell peppers growing on that guy. You can see my little marigolds, strawberry marigolds. Here's a strawberry one right there. They're in the corners. I'm not getting too close to this garden bed because there are spider webs all over next to the edge of it, which is gross. So these are all peppers. I got some little peppers growing there. This is my sweet banana pepper, multicolored banana pepper. They will be kind of hard to see with all the leaves. A whole bunch of these growing. I'm so happy this plant made it and survived. That's my favorite. A couple other little sweet little round peppers growing. And then you can see the tomato jungle. I definitely have some tomatoes ready to come out and pick. Those are the sweet cherry husky, I believe. I actually had a different tomato plant in here and I just pulled it out because it kind of toppled over this way all over the peppers. So I yanked her out. But I have like, oh, there's more hiding in there to get picked. They're everywhere. Guys, tomato jungle. Down here we have little tomato plants are taking over. I I have some more peppers. This is supposed to be a 4-color multicolor pepper plant. So far just green is what we have. This is the, can we see down in, I hope we can see down in here, you guys. I don't want to break any off. These are slim, long, red peppers down in here that are definitely growing. Oh, there we go, we can see them. Tons of jalapenos growing, you guys. Like oodles of jalapenos in these plants. I don't know what we'll do with them all. Again, I had hoped to be able to taking our abundance of harvest to the farmer's market. That's not gonna happen. Okay, and then we have chives. My little chives, y'all, have gone crazy. She needs a haircut. And I don't know, I don't think my herbs made it that were growing in there because tomatoes took over. But you can see, look at these ginormous tomatoes, guys. That's huge. They're bigger than my hand. So we got a lot of tomatoes growing in here. A couple that are getting ready to pick. I think this is the Roma tomatoes right here. Basil. So Japanese beetles got the basil in the last 3 weeks. I came out and I cut off quite a bit of it. But you can still see I have some very pretty nice healthy leaves growing too that have not been affected by the Japanese beetles. So that is good. Again, tomatoes. The apple trees are doing really good. Tons of apples still growing on them. They all look healthy. The Japanese beetles left the apple trees alone this year, which is great. I can tell you this, that my tomato and pepper plants in containers are not doing nearly as good as the ones out here in the flower bed. I'll have to try to get up there and show you those. We're in the front flower bed. The gladiolas are mostly done. They're all kind of dried up. I can't remember what these purple and white ones are. They are tall. They are crazy. Kind of wish I hadn't planted them. They are pretty. They just kind of took over everything. And by taking over everything, I mean they like took over in here. There's the barrels of Ireland. You can see how tall they got. They're like toppling over. This one is doing phenomenal. Look how beautiful she is. Cherry caramel phlox. It's actually a pink one in there. I don't know what this guy is, but it's about to bloom, but it's getting there. Got some daylilies, pretty peach daylilies. Look at these guys. They're beautiful, but they're hiding back here. Pretty pinks back there in the corner. Not a fan of these either. They're way too tall and they're ugly until they flower. Beautiful yellow begonia hiding in there.